everybody, it's me, Jessica lwhor, and we're back with another JESS Talk. Today we're going to be talking all about Imposter Syndrome, one of your asked, commented questions below. Now, before we get into this episode, make sure you have subscribed to my channel, please. Help me out, hit the bell for notifications, and don't miss out on any lwhor content. Let's get into it.
Attention lwhor, attention lwhor, attention lwhor, attention. Here I am walking down the street, seeing all the boys trying to take a peek. Shorts pulled up and chest out right. Come on, boys, just take a bite. Look but don't touch, spin it round and round.
All right, everyone. Today's JESS Talk is about that evil little bitch, imposter syndrome. For those of you that don't know, imposter syndrome, the idea that you get in your head so much that you think that you are talentless, you don't have worth to this world, like you're not skilled at what you do, you're not good at anything, and people know that you're not good at anything, but you're worried people are going to find out that you might not be good at something, when in reality, you're actually probably really amazing at it. And I think everyone goes through imposter syndrome, even the baddest bitches around, I'm sure. This idea that, like, what you're doing, like, what is the purpose? Why am I doing this anymore? I want to quit. I want to give up. Like, why am I doing this? Everyone knows I'm terrible at it. Like,
this too much.
That idea of getting into your head, I feel like I'm so much better as I've aged with imposter syndrome and my skill sets, because I remember being in high school and in college and it almost being so destructive that it was like nothing could fix me thinking that I was worth what I was doing and I was good at what I was doing. Nothing could fix it. And I think a lot of that comes with your language. How are you talking about yourself? How are you talking about yourself to others? And one of the things that I noticed for myself is that when people would give me a compliment, my first response was, "Oh, that's not true, but thank you." That doesn't solve anything. And when you say it so many times, you start to believe, oh, well, no, that's not true. What you're saying isn't true. And it's not just like being humble. Like, there's a difference between being humble and then truly thinking what that person is saying is completely false and accurate because you don't think anything good about yourself. You're not that great. I think a lot of it's changing your language when you're talking to people, catching yourself and being like, just say thank you. You got a compliment. Well, thank you. You don't have to say, well, I don't think so, but thank you. It negates the compliment. It actually comes off kind of rude, and it's disrespectful to yourself.
Don't be rude. Are you?
Other ways with imposter syndrome, I think as a drag entertainer, sometimes you're in a cast or you're about to go on stage and you have something in your head that just makes you super nervous, more than normal. And you're like, I do this all the time. Why do I feel so nervous? And maybe it's just in that moment, you don't feel like you're going to win the crowd over or it's not going to be the best performance that you've ever given, or you're going through some shit and you kind of psych yourself out beforehand. And one of the things that I do to always help myself in anything, a meeting, a performance, when I'm getting in front of like a large people and I'm speaking, I will go to a bathroom, I will pull out my phone and use the camera and I look at myself and I say, you are Jessica lwhor or you are Zach. There's only one of you. There's a reason that you're here. And there's at least one person that's going to enjoy or value from you being here.
And that's a period.
And that's all that matters. There's only one of you. They're here to see you. It's like a little pep talk, but I do that. It's kind of like Jinx's like water off a duck's back thing, but
Next up.
But for me, I do that when in my stomach I get fearful and it slaps me out of it and says, you know what the fuck you're about to do, and you go turn it out. And sometimes they're not responsive, but you don't let them know that that's bothering you. I think that when we watch others succeed, sometimes that can trigger you, and you have to find that balance of I recognize that I want what this person is having, but my want for what this person has isn't going to affect how I treat them. It's not going to turn into jealousy. It's not going to turn into being bitter and envious and doing little side jabs. I think it's healthy to want what other people want. I think that's healthy motivation, or not what they want necessarily, but have goals. Finding people with goals, or finding people that want larger than life ideas like yourself. But always remember celebrating those people. Celebrate them. Cheer for them every single time. because you're going to want somebody to do that, because that's where the imposter syndrome is. You have to remember your time is going to happen. Your moment, your big break, that shift in life, maybe that relationship, maybe something big is going to happen, and that you deserve it. And when you get into that way, that imposter syndrome knocks its way out, and that's where you don't get jealous. That's where you don't get envious. That imposter syndrome can be destructive because it can be toxic to the relationships around you too. If you don't think that you're talentless, your lack of feeling like you're talented may cause you to feel like other people don't deserve things because you're more talented, but you're not more talented. Does that make sense? Yeah. And so I think it's really easy to get into that, but you have to catch yourself. I feel like I go through chunks. It kind of plays into life, depression, maybe life events, but usually twice a year, for about anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks, everything just feels miserable. And some years it's only for like a week and I get out of it. There was a year that it just lasted, felt like it did go away. Every day. Why are you even going to work? Nobody wants to see you. Nobody cares if you show up. You have no talent. Like, what people say about you is true. Is it true? Who are you? You don't deserve that. And it really sucks. It really makes you feel like you lead up to that point and you've done so much work on yourself to get rid of it. And then why is it here?
Paul, why is you here?
Why is it starting it? And you have moments. How much am I going to let this thing control it? Your awareness is super important. If you know that it's happening to you, maybe it's like, okay, I'm going to sit in this for a little bit, but I'm still going to be productive. I'm still going to try to block it out and do a couple of things. But sometimes you don't want to leave. I'd call it depression. Imposter syndrome and depression like to play together. Okay, so how do you keep your mindset above the imposter syndrome that comes? I think you have to get to a place in your life and in your mindset that says, I am doing the best that I can. I love doing, like, I know affirmations sound real crazy, but you have to remind yourself, give yourself a little pat on the back. Find a friend and tell them something that you're excited about, if that's something that you need to hear in that moment. Sometimes your best friends will remind you how wonderful you are in your saddest times, and they don't perceive it. It's different than posting online, because sometimes you put something online and the people that don't really care for you make it worse, and they remind you that your feelings are correct. And I hate that. I hate the online bully kind of thing. Like, yeah, you should think that you suck and that you're the terrible thing, but your best friend won't do that to you. Find a good Judy. Find somebody, even if it's someone random, and just tell them something you're proud about, or ask them for something. Tell them, I'm feeling so shitty about myself. You got to lean on some people. You can't take it all on by yourself. So friends and family keep you in check. I feel like you should always be complimenting your friends and family. And when you do it for each other, and it's just all love and it's all support, and you just randomly say, hey, you're going to kill it tonight. That does it. Going and supporting at a show. If I see a family member like that, that is comforting. Like, I feel like family and friends play a huge piece into being level-headed. I truly think for myself, working out, fitness has helped me stay level-headed. I'm too busy doing something that my mind is not focused on what I'm not good at or what I'm not capable of doing. I'm sitting here saying, I'm here, and that's the accomplishment. I showed up today. I showed up for somebody, for myself. I showed up for myself today. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. Oh my gosh.
If you can't show up for anybody,
show for yourself. The smallest little thing. Celebrate the little accomplishments, the big accomplishments for you and the people around you. For me, fitness. For me, it's, hitting little goals that I set for myself. I don't know. It's just do what you can. I don't think it's ever going to go away. Therapy's got to be helpful. Starting that soon. Woohoo! Again, for the third time. Here we go. But yeah, what do you think down below? What are some of the things that you do to knock that imposter syndrome out of your brain and make you feel like a winner? Because you are a winner. Until next time, comment below. What other Jess Talks you want to see? Bye!
Attention the whore. Attention lwhor. Attention lwhor.
Hi, little whores. It's me, Jessica lwhor. And did you know that I'm on Cameo? That's right. Cameo is a platform where you can get personalized messages from me, the biggest whore in all of Colorado. Whether it be a birthday sing-along, a bar mitzvah, a congratulations on your new job, a congratulations you didn't get pregnant, I'm your whore for the message. So follow the link below, click it, and book your next Cameo to surprise your best friend, your grandma, your family member, or any other little whore fan out there. Come on, book them now.